6 minutes to record this. That's crazy because I don't remember using all of those seconds like that. But I'm going to rebuild this one. The plants and nose had died. It's been around for about a year. It's about time for them to die, I guess. So I'm going to put 2 more plants inside of there. And when I do that, I'm going to add these to both sides. And when I've got some minutes left on the camera, I think I'll do that now. Was already dirt inside the terrarium. And when I sit the plants down in here, I just break off the perimeter so it can blend inside the rest of the dirt here. And I'll do the same thing with this one. Dig enough of a ditch where it touched the gravel at the bottom, where I include rocks, charcoal, and a screen. And then I break off the perimeter of the pot mold that the dirt was sitting in the meantime to blend it in with the dirt so that I can begin to build around it. So let's show you what that looks like. Now hopefully you can see that. So now that I have those sitting inside of there, I'm going to go ahead and apply more dirt. Because I know dirt don't evaporate, but it just seems like it does over time. I don't know. So I put a lot of dirt in the front of it. And I have these little tools that I use to, put the dirt, scoot it back to where I want to fill those holes at, so that it will sit up and have the nutrients needed to supply the plant with the food, balance, stability. And I use cactus soil. Cactus and succulent soil, I should say. I had already built, a display. Let me show you. This was already inside of there. So I'm just going to recreate it. Sit this back in front as I had it before. I had a little chair sitting there. Then I will put a little glue on it so that it sticks onto the landing that I had it sitting on. And I'll go ahead and stick these down in there so that I can mold or glue the flower pots back onto the glass, so that floor that I built for the patio set will still stick and will be more stationary than anything. So I'll let that stick down in there for a minute. And then what's next is I had this moss that was already in there. So what I'm doing is recreating what I had already built, because 2 flowers had already died. And this is what I would do if a customer's plant had died. I would just go ahead and take out whatever furnishings I put inside the terrarium, and then plant the flowers, the succulents, back in there. And then I'll stick whatever I had in there back inside. And then for this side, it was the same thing. So, and these were different flowers that was inside. So I'm putting something different in there. The cost will still be the same. I just want to provide something different. you know, after you find out that certain plants probably look better than others inside of different displays, you can change it. You can change it. So now that I have that pretty much finished, I'll go ahead and add the rest of my moss. And I will water these. And I've got some red moss that I didn't fit in the previous terrarium. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in there because I have some red inside the flower pots. So that'll just bring out the flower pots. And you got to be careful with the succulent leaves because they'll pop right off if you're not careful. So once I get everything inside, I will wet it to loosen it up. And then voila. So, and this is what it looks like. All finished. And I'm running out of seconds. So that is it.